everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope y'all enjoy the videos. I just thought I'd kind of talk a little bit about things that we can fear other than fear and death, especially as we get older. And uh, I hope y'all don't mind to share these out and like, comment what you think of the video. Uh, Hit the notification button, subscribe, you know. Uh, some of the things that people can fear when, especially as you get older, they're more subjects more thought about because of health issues or whatever. And, that's offending health issues. As you get up there, you start worrying about um, or not necessarily worrying about, but thinking about, uh, you know, is my heart going to start to fail me, or am I going to uh, get some kind of disease or something that I can't stop? I think sometimes we worry about our finances, and especially in today's economy, is it going to go far enough, or am I going to stop having an income, or uh, these sort of issues? What's going to happen if I lose my house, or am I going to be able to spend the rest of my life in my home, or will somehow I be put in a assisted living or nursing home or something at some point? And these are all questions that people that are starting to age or have going on in their mind, and not everybody is having all these different questions, but quite a few of us have, you know, different questions, and rightfully so. But to fear what's going to happen is robs you of the time that you have left, that none of these things may be happening, or that you have to enjoy while these things are happening. And, um, I don't talk a whole lot. I do mention some about health issues in this house because sometimes they affect how often I can make a video, or, or um, what the video may be about. And in this household, we both have some health issues, and as you can see by looking at me, I'm in my 60s, so uh, these questions come to mind. But I know that having faith in God, loving God, knowing that God will take care of us, I tend not to be as scared like I would be, um, since God is like, He's my number one go to. I have learned that worrying and stressing over things that I can ask Him to take care of for me isn't necessary. If I lay things at His feet and ask Him, Lord, I can't handle this. I don't know what to do. Please help me. Please guide me. Please show me which direction to turn. He he answers some prayers. He shows us. He makes something happen um, that will guide us into the right direction. Now, there's a lot of uncertainty in our futures. Um, we have some plans for the summer that could be very big plans if they turn out, but um maybe something necessary that we need, well, is something necessary that we need to do um for multiple reasons. And like I said in previous videos, there are things we've struggled with, one in particular that we pawed around for over a year. And for over a year, we asked God for guidance and help and let us know what we should do, what our best course of action would be, what we need to do to make a final decision or whatever. And one day out of the blue, we received a phone call, and it was like we knew that was what God wanted us to do, and He was saving it um, until just the right time, you know. And I don't know if Sandy had made a call and this came up on the call, or if they called her and this came up on that call, if that's why they called her. I just really can't remember how it went, but it answered a lot of our prayers as to which direction to head in. Now, we're not sure when this is going to happen or anything, but I believe it is the solution we were looking for. It is the answer we were looking for on multiple levels. Um, you know, stressing or worrying, we didn't do a lot of that. We prayed for over a year. We mostly, I did some, but then I realized, God will show us, God will let us know. You know, I didn't worry or stress the way I used to because I knew there was plenty of time ahead for God to reveal whatever His plan would be for us. And I'm so happy He did when He did, because now we are taking steps in that direction at a time when we're ready to make them steps. Excuse me. And when you get my age, the more you pray to God, the more He'll help you. And I don't know that He helps you more than He would at any other time. That's not what I'm saying. I think the better way to put it would be the more you get my age, you tend to pray to God more, and or at least I do, and I realize that God answers some prayers and makes them more notable, so I can understand and see that God is taking care of me. When I lay at His feet, He takes care of me, whatever the issues may be. Well, the one of the levels that is, is taken care of with this over a year of praying is um, helps with different things, and not just the main thing we were praying about, but it also helps with um, health issues with Sandy and myself as well. Um, and had we jumped up and did what we had leaned towards doing, we would not have this option of, or we would have put ourselves in a situation where we wouldn't be able to choose this option when it became available. And it would put us in a spot where our medical wouldn't be, um, we wouldn't have the access to have it treated like we do now. Or, well, like we will have when this all happens. And um, I hate to say what happens. I hate to be quoted like I am, but I just want to wait till it comes time, um, so I don't, I don't say, well, this is definitely how it's going to be, and then something happen. I want to make sure that when it's time, everything falls into place, and it doesn't um, we don't plan on this time or that time or whatever. We keep things open so everything can be flexible, like we did um, with what we prayed on for over a year. And, it answers so many prayers all on one level because He is there, and we can ask Him to help us with things that we struggle with. There's just so many different things. It helps us so many different ways. Um, Not just health issues or other issues we're having as far as the main prayer, but it helps us with financial issues, which is always something that in our future, we tend to have a concern about. And, like most people, there is things like family crisis that come up, whether it's another uh, family, a sibling or something in my age, you start losing your siblings and whatnot. And, whether there's health issues with siblings or whether there's family disputes or, that there's nothing you can really do anything about but wish they would be able to be resolved. Whether there's, financial crisis for somebody and you not be able to help them and know they're struggling to figure out how to make their ends meet. These things um, that maybe we can't do anything about, but don't affect us directly in one sense because it's not us in particular, but affect us in another because we're seeing a family member or a good friend or something struggle. And the older you get and the bigger your family gets, the more you see these issues happening. And, um, in order to not fear what the end result is going to be or how things are going to play out, that's where praying and faith in God comes in. If you're worried about your finances for whatever reason, the stock market's not um, very stable right now, or your income source is not very stable or whatever. Pray to God, have faith in God. If you don't stress over it, but instead turn it over to God, it makes a difference. And as we get older, we tend to, we tend to forget and we tend to worry, what's going to happen. We tend to forget that um, with God, we have security. With God, He will provide for us. As long as we're faithful to Him, He will always be faithful to us. And even when we deny Him or walk away from Him or turn our back on Him, you know, He is right there. He doesn't lose faith in us. He waits for us to come back to Him. And when you get my age, having faith in God is so important because, the struggles with things. Um, with my health issues, towards the end of February, they're still affecting me. And it's very frustrating when that happens. And with Sandy, she's had a diagnosis that um, she's taken medication for, but may at some point probably will um, progress uh, and hopefully not very rapidly, but possibly. And it can be um, something that when you get my age, you worry about getting, or you worry about a spouse, having issues with it, having it, and it's definitely a scary thought. It's definitely something that's just it isn't a fear as much as having it as it is not knowing what's going to happen with it. And I think that's a lot of the health issues. It's not knowing what's going to have with it. And um, for a lot of, I think a lot of people, um, a lot of their issues, it tends to be more on the lines of what's going to happen because of it, and not it itself. And we have to realize that that's all the stuff we turn over to God so we don't have that fear, so we don't have to live with all them questions in our mind. What we have is praying to God and knowing He will make it, He will take care of it, He will um, make it where it's the best that it can be, where um, we get whatever kind of positive out of it that He knows that we need. And we don't always understand or know why God answers the things He does the way He does, but we do know that He is there, and He will take our burdens. He will answer what needs to be answered, or give us whatever solutions we need. If we decide we don't want to live in fear and we want to have faith in God and lay it at God's feet, He will take care of it. And I try my best not to fear or worry or stress too much about too many things, because I know if I have faith in God and I let Him handle it, He will take care of it, knowing that um, He has offered so many solutions to so many things in my life that at some points I had never even realized it was God until now. You know, that I know that if He guided my life, and He led me on a path to where I am now, and that He will guide in my path and lead me to where I need to be for the rest of my life. And I no longer shun Him. I let Him take care of me by laying my burdens at His feet so I don't have to worry. And there's so many of us my age that would have so much relief in life, or live with so much comfort in life, knowing that we are able to do that. And if you're getting up there a little bit and you have worries and stresses, just remember we can lay them at God's feet. We can pray to Him and ask Him to lift the burdens off of us and free our minds of worry. And He will do that. we can ask him to answer whatever prayers about whatever situation, financial or family matters, but health issues. He will answer in his way them prayers, and it may take a while. May not be something that can be answered right away, or he may wait a year or longer, like he did for us. But when he offers up the solution, or when you see what he's done in that past year and realize that was him taking care of the problem, you'll see that he will take care of you and he will answer your prayers. You just got to have faith in him, and you got to make sure that you realize everything isn't right now. Things take time sometimes, and they may not be what you want or expect them to be, but they will be what works best in your life. So even as you get older, instead of having a lot of worry and stress, just know that um, God has your back. We'll talk like the younger ones. God has your back. He'll take care of you. All you have to do is have faith in Him and pray to Him, and He can ease them worries and that stress right out of you, so where you can enjoy your time, whatever time He says you still have left on earth, or whatever is written in the book of life. If you have 10 minutes or 10 hours or 10 days or 10 months or 10 years, or whatever it may be, um, whatever's written in that book of life, enjoy it. Let God handle your burdens. Y'all, I'm gonna be done with this. Huh? Sorry, I can't get that out. That's part of the issues I deal with. Um, oh, I was just thinking that was going to go off, and I was going to try and finish this video before it did. I didn't make it, but that's okay. You guys are probably used to hearing my alarm go off in my videos by now. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy my videos, and I hope y'all don't mind to share them out if you've enjoyed them, and hit the like button if you enjoyed it. If it makes any sense to you, or you take away anything good, or if you don't agree with it, any comments, if you don't mind to put them in the comment section. I don't care if you agree or you disagree in your comment, what you write for a comment, um, as long as you're polite. Because if we spark a debate, if somebody says something and somebody else can reply and maybe get some little debate, or politely, or you know, maybe set up, hey, I didn't think of that issue or that, perspective. That would be good things. So if y'all get a chance, or anything, or would like to leave comments, that would be great. If you enjoy my videos and would like to see more, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I put out videos. And y'all have a great day. Goodbye.